What's up? It's your boy Rack Ryder Gretzky coming at you with a very special expedition of real talk. So you know it's time to let the real talk. Right now, today I got for y'all a movie review. Today's movie, Crime 101. I saw it over the weekend. I thought it was cool, man. I think y'all will enjoy it. So I just wanted to give y'all my thoughts about it. You know, it's Crime 101 starring Chris Hemsworth, Holly Berry, Mark Ruffalo, Barry Keoghan, directed by Bart Layton. Pretty movie. You know, it's called Crime 101. You know, I saw it's on Amazon Prime. I saw the promotion, and then as I saw the promotion, I'm like, hold on, I remember seeing the trailer for this. And I looked at the trailer. I said, "Oh yeah," and I'm like, was it straight to box office or what?" I'm like, was it box office a film or straight to Prime? But I looked it up. I said it did come out. It was on Valentine's Day weekend, so you know everybody's competing. You know, because they $90 million budget. It only made brought back 72.5 million in box office. But yeah, that bomb. But the movie is good. I really enjoyed this movie. Like just seeing Thor and Hawk. Well, throwing Banner, they chilling, and I actually had to go back and watch Ragnarok again after this. But it was pretty dope. It was a pretty dope experience. You know, Chris Hemsworth, he plays a thief, but you know he's one of them thieves with thief with a conscience and all that stuff. And like it, and what I really liked about it, because as I'm watching the movie, it reminded me of an episode we had on Before You Go to Sleep, where we were talking about people that commit crime versus criminals. I'm like, everybody that commits crime ain't a criminal, and you saw that in this movie and how it was playing out. And they was so like, cause like Chris Hemsworth, he's a thief, but you know, he was when he was hitting his licks and whatnot, he didn't want nobody to get hurt. There was a code he stuck to. So while he doing that, he didn't feel good about one job, and the dude that he be planning the jobs with, or one of his partners on it, he said he don't feel good. He told him he don't feel good about the job, and he just the guy was like, I bet. But instead of just not going through with it, the guy gave the job to another guy, which Barry Keoghan character. And to be honest, if y'all ain't going with Idris Miller to play the Flash, damn, I'm saying his name right, because he's a phenomenal actor. DC, y'all can plug this guy right into him. He looks just like him. And I don't know his backstory. I don't know his history. Y'all gonna have to do all y'all background checks y'all do. He could plug in and play the Flash in the DC universe going forward. But he gets in the job, man. He's just a ruthless, man. Like I don't care what it is. Like somebody's gonna get hurt. Nothing goes smooth for him. And then Chris Hemsworth, he happened to just see it on the news, and so he went to holler at his man. It's like, hey man, don't give my job away. Don't like that's business between me and you. You don't get that you don't got the right to let somebody else go with that. But then so now he on to his next lick and whatever. And Holly Berry character, she like sell insurance, like what they appraise like diamonds and this, that, and the third, whatever. And a guy was finna buy some diamonds for his wedding. He had a wedding coming up, and he was finna buy like a couple $1 million worth of diamonds and all that stuff. So he was going with so they, trying to get the deal done. But Holly Berry couldn't close the deal per se, because she was getting up in age, and it was so dope to see Holly Berry play like an aging woman, like because Holly Berry is still Holly Berry, but just for the role, she was playing a lady that's getting replaced by a younger lady with a little more flair, because she just young, a little more vibrant, and she actually got the deal done. So Holly Berry, because Chris Hemsworth actually came into her early in the movie and they was like, "Hey man, these people really don't got your back. They ain't looking out for you. I know they told you they were gonna make you partner. I bet you they didn't do it. They like they steady moving the goalposts. No matter what you do, no matter what you do no matter what you contribute to the company." But she was like, nah, she like, I ain't no criminal, so one thing I can do, I can read people I know. And like, so, she just, she ran them down, whatever. And it's another interesting thing in this movie, because the person that helps him gather information for the licks he hit is a guy, it's like a little nerdy techie guy. And like, he just get into your data, and like that's why, like, you got to protect your data, because if somebody like gets a hold of your data and they just knows what you do day by day, they could come into your life, and then like, and as the the psychology manipulation in the movie also. So like somebody with all the data that knows everything that knows everything you typed in your phone, everything you said to your phone probably, and then they come at you and try to make you propositions and all that stuff. Like they already know how you gonna respond. Like it's a dirty game. It's a dirty game. So like, and also the guy, the new Flash potentially. He like because he's following Chris Hemsworth character, so therefore everybody that he comes in contact with, is to be a pleasant encounter with Chris Hemsworth. Even though they still going after they got the same objective. We trying to get these diamonds and this money, but one is just trying to take it by force, and one is just like, hey, bro, come on, bro, I'm gonna cash you out. Everybody eat, bro. I understand you don't want to come off corrupted, but like, just think about yourself right now. That's his push. That's his pitch. Rather, so but like and like so they was so Holly Berry she eventually gets disgruntled at the company. Now she's all on board, and Chris Hemsworth like, I bet. But then once you tell him to lick and give him the rundown, he like, I don't know, that's kind of risky. It's a lot going on. But he also finds out that don't forget, Mark Ruffalo character is the detective. Mark Ruffalo character is getting on his trail in the instance too, because he actually, because like Chris Hemsworth, like he always do a foolproof, like that's why he don't never hurt nobody or whatever, because he don't want to leave no DNA evidence, no trail, no trace of him on his whatchamacallit. Only trace they have of Chris Hemsworth character is that all his crimes are off the one-on-one. So they like, cause that way he can do what he do, hop on the highway, hop out, switch cars, and all that, and get away scot free. But Mark Ruffalo gets on like one of his missions go wrong, and dude actually tried to kill Chris Hemsworth in the movie, but main character plot armor, so the gun backfired, but a speck they get like a drop of blood he left in the car, and they ran the DNA. He pulled up on on Chris Hemsworth characters. He talked to him on the phone type stuff. Like he didn't say nothing, but like then he knew that's how he knew the police was on him. So now he like, might as well just hit this lick so I could disappear. I don't care how risky it is. And they come with the plan, and then they come with the plan to get it, because like I said, Halle Berry character, she got disgruntled, so she like I bet. So now they get the information, but at the same time, don't forget the antagonist Barry Keoghan. He's don't forget he got a beat on Chris Hemsworth. So he ran into Holly. First he gave the data guy, like he rushed the data guy. He like, what information you give him, like who we following now, like this, then the third, trying to get this plan to go through. Of course, he told him everything he needed to know. So then he ran up on beat up on Holly Berry. Upset me, by the way. I was watching like, nah, I know this nigga. I like, man, because I do believe in the movie karma, like, because like, to get a happy ending in the movie, you gotta earn that happy ending. And like dude, like he sealed his fate. Like he gotta go. Somebody gotta put him down. Like if I was on set, I would have put him down myself. Like that's how good he was playing his role. So he runs up on Halle Berry, and Halle Berry cause now at this point of the story, all three cause one of Halle Berry's insurance agencies, one of her pilots, somebody carried. Somebody with a policy in her company, they had got robbed early in the movie. So that like Mark Ruffalo and Halle Berry characters already met. And like that was supposed to be Chris Hemsworth's job, but he didn't do it. No, Chris Hemsworth did do that job. It was the second second heist that Chris Hemsworth didn't do, that Barry Keoghan did. And so now they just keep bumping, like I said, like when people get your information, like when people got so much information and data on you, they just keep popping up. Like it's just many coincidences happening. Like, okay, now like just protect your data. Just protect your data, because like you don't need nobody popping up. You don't know what they doing. They scheming on you the whole time. When you thinking it's a business meeting, the whole time they scheming. But after Barry Keoghan character beat up on Halle Berry, she runs to Detective Mark Ruffalo, and she and then she is convinced, like, I was planning on hitting the lick on the company with Chris Hemsworth, but this other dude, he done came in and just beat me up and all this, that, and the third. And so she like, hey, so like I'm gonna just tell you everything. Now, with that being said, do I gotta go do some time behind this? Mark Ruffalo look at her like, yeah, like you just like once he ran down all the charges, like. Yeah, you looking at some shit. It could get bad for you right here. Like it ain't looking good for you. But he being a real one though. He like, man, can you like you got somebody's house you can stay at for a couple of days or whatever. But like she like kind of lonely and stuff. Like that's what you got to really watch this movie because it's so much going on in this movie. Like I don't want to spoil it, but I do want y'all to go and watch it. So I hope y'all had the same excitement and enjoyed the same way I did. But cause him and his wife got divorced, so he moved into a new apartment, and so he like, yeah, you could just stay in my crib for a minute, whatever. She like, all right, bet. Boom. She walk in there, she see the one of the guys that promised her something, and entertaining the new pretty face at the company, and she is going there like, hey, and then she just spoke her truth. She's like, hey, don't let them use you. Like it's your choice. You can do what you want to do, but look, they promised you whatever they promised you. They told me the same stuff, and they did me dirty. And she said, and she basically quit. She went and she left and went out and did her, she went back to the apartment, this way, because now it's the day of the heist. So now we got New Barry, and Chris Hemsworth. They both hit on the lick. They both going it by the day way. But Mark Ruffalo intercepts the guy that's supposed to be dropping the diamonds off. And he takes the place of the guy because like Chris Hemsworth heard his voice, but he don't know who he is. So he still don't know. He never seen him yet. So he get in there, boom. But Mark Ruffalo, like he said, Mark Ruffalo been solid through this whole movie, like cause like he was supposed to be the best detective, like on the ship, but like. Like the detective movies, like he just so caught up in his way. He do stuff his own ways, and the company really, and the force really don't like that, and like so whatever. Now they going on their way to get the dime, well, to get them to do the exchange for the money, and Barry, he dressed up as a bus boy. He gonna come in as room service, come in guns. I guess his plan was to come in guns blazing, but Chris Hemsworth got there first. So he came in as a chauffeur. He came in as a chauffeur for the guy that was dropping off the diamonds. So they get up to the room. They talking to the dude, and next thing you know, that's when boom, everything just jump off. Now Chris Hemsworth pull his gun out, and he don't want to hurt you. He just want to scare you, so he can get what he want to go. So he get them to open the safe, and so he putting everything in the bag, and he on his way out, But Barry on the outside of the door listening in, Barry ain't going for like he said he been through a lot too. He kicking the door, comes in guns blazing, like I guess that was the plan. Shot the old man who was finna get married, and now he finna shoot the whatchamacallit. Now they like it's a little Mexican standoff. So now he had like he gonna shoot Mark Ruffalo, but Chris Hemsworth had an extra gun on him, and he takes him out, and I was so happy because like when people get their faith in when people meet their faith in the movie, I feel so validated. Like I feel so. I can't even think of the word. I was just so ecstatic that he got his fate. Like, man, yeah, put him down. And then Mark Ruffalo eventually let Chris Hemsworth go. Like, bro, we just gonna charge him as the highway the one-on-one robber. And then he left, and it was like the happiest. The ending was kind of cheesy, but like I feel like the three main characters, they really did earn the four main characters. Every character, like, because it was a happy ending for Chris Hemsworth, Holly Berry, and Mark Ruffalo. But Barry, nah, not so much of a happy ending for him. Like he really met his demand. Like everybody got the ending, the ending they earned, and it was a pretty dope movie. Real, like I ain't saying they're finna clean up at the Oscars and all that stuff, but. I think it's really gonna get some track because it was a really good movie. It's enjoyable. Like it just like the mental warfare going on in the movie was just like it just keep you on the edge of your seat. I said this movie is definitely rack approved. I recommend it. And until next time, y'all got some new movies y'all want me to watch, or if I come up with if I see something that's dope, I think it's dope. Hey,